In the sprawling metropolis of Nova Haven, the conglomerate's iron grip tightened its hold on every aspect of human life. The cityscape glittered with towering skyscrapers, each bearing the emblem of a corporate entity that collectively controlled information, health, media, food, entertainment, and the justice system. The masses, once free, found themselves shackled to the whims of these faceless overlords. Amidst this dystopian reality, Alex Mercer emerged as a beacon of dissent. His pursuit of truth, fueled by an unyielding moral compass, made him a formidable investigative journalist. Armed with an extensive network of sources, Alex exposed the dark underbelly of the conglomerate, revealing the puppet strings that manipulated the lives of millions. The conglomerate, recognizing the threat Alex posed to their carefully crafted facade, devised a nefarious plan to silence him. Framing him for treason and orchestrating the murder of his ally, they executed a meticulously staged trial where the outcome was predetermined. The court, a mere pawn in the conglomerate's game, delivered a life sentence to Alex Mercer. Within the heart of the prison system, a sinister twist awaited him: the battlegrounds. In the colossal shadow of the conglomerate's dominance, the battlegrounds emerged as the grotesque theater where human suffering became a global spectacle. Designed as both a tool of control and a source of entertainment, the battlegrounds encapsulated the inhumane machinations of the conglomerate. The rules of the game were simple but brutal. Prisoners, condemned for various offenses, were thrust into an arena filled with deadly traps, unpredictable terrain, and other desperate souls. The goal was survival, but survival was a fleeting illusion in the face of overwhelming odds. The battlegrounds became a modern-day coliseum, where the masses reveled in the bloodshed while the conglomerate raked in profits. The game's inhumanity went beyond the physical brutality. It was meticulously crafted to appeal to the darkest corners of human voyeurism. The conglomerate manipulated the rules to pit prisoners against each other, forcing them to betray alliances and sacrifice morality for the slim chance of survival. Each battle was broadcast live, captivating audiences worldwide. The success of the battlegrounds wasn't just measured in ratings, it was a lucrative venture for the conglomerate. People were drawn to the primal thrill of watching lives hang in the balance, and the conglomerate capitalized on this morbid fascination. Advertisements, sponsorships, and merchandise flooded the market, turning the suffering of prisoners into a commodity. Behind the scenes, the conglomerate's cruelty knew no bounds. The battlegrounds served as a testing ground for advanced military weapons, with the deadliest innovations showcased in the arena before being sold to the highest bidder. The line between entertainment and warfare blurred, and the world unknowingly funded its own demise while cheering for the next bout in the arena. The people, ensnared by the conglomerate's propaganda, had been conditioned to find pleasure in the suffering of others. Voting for their favorite prisoners became a perverse form of participation, as viewers influenced the course of battles. The more popular a prisoner, the more cybernetic upgrades they received, creating a sickening incentive for contestants to become increasingly lethal in the arena. The credits earned through victories were not just a measure of a prisoner's success, they were a currency within the twisted economy of the battlegrounds. Prisoners used these credits to purchase cybernetic enhancements, transforming themselves into nightmarish amalgamations of man and machine. Limbs replaced with mechanical appendages, enhanced strength, and other modifications turned prisoners into lethal combatants, all in the name of higher ratings. As the world watched, unmoved by the ethical abyss that was the battlegrounds, the conglomerate tightened its grip on society. Alex, now wrongly convicted and stripped of his former life, found himself thrust into this brutal arena. Yet, even in the face of adversity, Alex utilized his intellect to turn the battlegrounds into a tool for rebellion. He meticulously organized acts of defiance during broadcasts, sending coded messages to the oppressed masses outside. The rebellion symbol, a subtle yet powerful gesture, became a rallying cry for those who still dared to dream of freedom. The prisoners, once fractured by mistrust, began to unite under Alex's guidance. Despite the ever-looming threat of betrayal, he remained undeterred, earning the loyalty of those who shared his vision. The rebellion within the prison walls grew, with each act of defiance pushing back against the oppressive forces of the conglomerate. However, As whispers of rebellion echoed through the cells, betrayal struck. Some prisoners, enticed by promises of leniency or personal gain, exposed the rebellion's plans. The world outside, captivated by the spectacle, witnessed the fragmentation of the very resistance Alex had nurtured. Adapting to the shifting sands of loyalty and distrust, Alex persevered. Recognizing the need for resilience, he earned back the trust of those who remained loyal and sowed seeds of dissent among the betrayers. The rebellion, scarred but not broken, pressed on. Amidst the turmoil, Alex formulated a daring escape plan. Leveraging his knowledge of the battlegrounds' inner workings, he orchestrated a diversion during a high-stakes battle. In the ensuing chaos, Alex and his allies seized the opportunity to slip through the cracks of the Conglomerate's carefully crafted prison. As the outside world watched in shock, Alex Mercer emerged from the shadows, revealing the truth behind his wrongful imprisonment. He became a symbol of defiance and resilience, sparking a renewed wave of resistance against the Conglomerate. The war for freedom had just begun, and Alex Mercer stood at the forefront, a symbol of the indomitable spirit of those who dared to challenge the oppressive forces that sought to control every aspect of their lives. The world, now awakened to the truth, rallied behind Alex's cause, igniting a revolution that would reshape the future and restore the liberties that had been taken for granted for far too long. Freed from the confines of the battlegrounds prison, Alex Mercer found himself a fugitive, relentlessly pursued by the Conglomerate's enforcers. Yet, with every step, he became a symbol of resistance against the oppressive regime that had wrongfully condemned him. The rebellion, fueled by Alex's escape, gained momentum. The people, now aware of the Conglomerate's atrocities, rose against their oppressors. Alex became the voice of the uprising, broadcasting messages of hope and truth from the shadows, urging the masses to question the reality dictated by the Conglomerate. In the wake of his escape, Alex discovered a shocking revelation: the sacrifice of his ally had not been in vain. The murdered journalist had left behind a trove of classified documents, detailing the Conglomerate's darkest secrets. Armed with this information, Alex exposed the corruption that permeated every facet of society, revealing the puppeteers who had manipulated the strings of power for far too long. The Conglomerate, desperate to silence Alex, intensified their efforts to crush the rebellion. The city became a battleground, with the resistance fighting against an enemy armed with superior technology and overwhelming firepower. The conflict escalated, and the once gleaming skyscrapers now bore the scars of a war for freedom. As the rebellion pushed forward, Alex faced betrayal once again. A trusted ally, seduced by the Conglomerate's false promises, turned against him. The betrayal struck a deep blow, threatening to unravel the fragile unity Alex had worked so hard to build. In a heart-wrenching twist, the allies sacrificed themselves to save Alex from an ambush, redeeming their earlier act of treachery. The sacrifice served as a catalyst for the rebellion's transformation. United in grief and driven by a newfound determination, the rebels rallied under the banner of the fallen comrade. Their cause became more than just a fight for personal freedom. It was a crusade against the tyranny that had claimed the lives of so many. Alex, burdened by the weight of sacrifice, refined his strategy. He recognized that victory required more than exposing the Conglomerate's secrets. It demanded a direct assault on their core. The rebels infiltrated the Conglomerate's heavily fortified headquarters, navigating through layers of security with the precision of a surgical strike. The climax of the Nexus Uprising unfurled within the labyrinthine heart of the Conglomerate's impenetrable fortress. Alex Mercer, the reluctant harbinger of rebellion, confronted the puppeteers in a symphony of shadows and revelation. Surrounded by holographic screens projecting their sins for the world to witness, the architects of control found themselves ensnared in a web of their own making. In the charged air of the confrontation, Alex, armed with damning evidence, systematically unveiled the Conglomerate's transgressions. The holographic projections cast a damning light on corruption, manipulation, and avarice that had thrived within the shadows for too long. The rebellion's sacrifices, the echoes of betrayals, and the unyielding spirit of defiance reverberated through the colossal chamber. The ensuing clash was an explosive ballet of violence and conviction. Rebels, clad in makeshift armor and wielding remnants of their oppressive past, clashed fiercely with the Conglomerate's enforcers. Cybernetic enhancements whirred in discordant harmony, and the clash of weaponry resonated against the cold, metallic walls. In the midst of the chaos, a sacrificial tableau unfolded. A trusted comrade, facing insurmountable odds, shielded Alex from an onslaught meant to cripple their leader. The comrade's heroic act bought crucial moments, allowing Alex to deliver the decisive blow against the puppeteers. As the fallen ally crumpled to the ground, a symbol of sacrifice and redemption, the rebels drew strength from the echoes of their fallen comrade's valor. Yet, victory was elusive as the Conglomerate, though wounded, did not crumble entirely. The illusion of invincibility shattered, leaving the puppeteers dazed, but the core of their influence persisted. In the aftermath, the city lay battered and bruised, a testament to the harrowing battles fought for freedom. Amidst the ruins, hope thrived. The people, once enslaved, stood united, determined to rebuild their world. Alex Mercer, despite the partial victory, understood that the war was far from over. The Conglomerate, wounded but not vanquished, retreated into the shadows, licking its wounds and plotting its resurgence. As a new dawn broke, Alex stood on the precipice of the liberated city, surrounded by the spirits of the fallen and the echoes of their sacrifices. The betrayals endured had not extinguished the flame of resilience. Instead, they had steeled the rebels for the ongoing struggle. In the shadows, Alex Mercer continued to work clandestinely, orchestrating a covert war against the Conglomerate. The world, no longer ensnared by overt oppression, remained vigilant, knowing that the battle for true freedom persisted, fought in the covert dance between light and shadow. The Nexus Uprising had dealt a blow to the Conglomerate, but the war for liberation had only just begun.